public award record can teach you a lot about budget scale, but it is not the same thing as the winning applicant's line item budget. Start by treating the record as a set of clues. The award amount tells you rough size. The period tells you how long the money had to support the work. The transaction trail can show revisions and adjustments. Those clues are useful, as long as you do not pretend they reveal every cost. For today's example, use a USAspending record for a CDC cooperative agreement with a Rhode Island recipient organization. The public record names the recipient, award type, period of performance, total obligation, outlay, assistance listings, and project description. It does not show the full application, the line item budget, or internal review notes. The record shows a total obligation and total outlay of $226,826.12. That is a scale clue. It tells a small nonprofit that this was not a $10,000 mini-grant and not a multi-million-dollar infrastructure award. But it does not tell you how much went to staff, data systems, partner meetings, evaluation, travel, or indirect costs. The period of performance runs from September 30th, 2023 to May 30th, 2025. That matters. A $226,000 award over a short pilot period feels different from the same amount over several years. You can estimate pace for planning, but do not annualize it as if the project spent an equal amount every month. Public records rarely show when dollars were actually spent inside the project. Award type is another budget clue. This one is a cooperative agreement, not just a simple project grant label. That usually means the federal agency may be more involved in the work than with a standard grant. For an applicant, that points to real staff time for meetings, technical assistance, reporting, approvals, and coordination. The public record does not price those tasks, but it reminds you to plan for management work. The transaction page is where the record becomes more useful. This award has a new action in August 2023, a continuation in August 2024, revisions and adjustments to a completed project in June 2025. Some actions add dollars, and some adjustments subtract dollars. That is why a single screenshot of one transaction can mislead you. The running award story is in the trail. USAspending's own guide separates federal action obligation from total obligated amount. The action field is the dollar change on a particular transaction. The total field is the award level amount after transactions are accounted for. For grant strategy, that distinction matters. If you quote the wrong field, you may describe a modification as if it were the whole award, or treat the total as a one-day transaction. This record shows zero non-federal funding in the USAspending award details. That is useful, but it is not the end of the match question. Some requirements live in the notice, the award terms, or program guidance. If you are planning a similar application, use the public record to ask better questions, not to skip verification. Always check the official opportunity and the final award conditions. The assistance listing connected to the funded amount points to maternal and infant health work through CDC. That program area narrows the budget logic. A budget for maternal health quality improvement should look different from a budget for construction, food distribution, or arts programming. The listing tells you what kind of work the dollars are attached to, even when it does not show the applicant's line items. The project description gives better clues than the amount alone. It mentions screenings, community and patient voices, quality improvement work, and community health approaches. Those phrases suggest cost families, staff time, data work, partner coordination, facilitation, quality improvement, and reporting. They do not prove exact line items. They give you a safer set of budget questions. This is the discipline that keeps a tear down honest. If the record does not show salary breakdown, do not invent one. If it does not show consultant rates, travel, indirect cost choices, or partner payments, do not imply that it does. Say what the record supports, then say what remains unknown. Viewers trust analysis more when the limits are stated as clearly as the clues. For your own grant draft, the best use of this record is to generate budget questions. Who does the work? What data must be collected? Which partners need paid time? What meetings, training, technology, accessibility, evaluation, and reporting are required? A public award record will not answer all of that, but it can help you avoid a budget narrative that is too thin for the work you promise. This award also shows why dates matter. The transaction trail includes adjustments to a completed project after the performance period ended. That can reduce the final obligation compared with earlier actions. When you study awards, use current records and note when you access them. A public spending record is a living administrative record, not a frozen press release. A good budget teardown uses more than one view. Start with the award summary, then check transactions, then read the assistance listing or opportunity page when available. If you have your own grant terms, those terms control your budget decisions. In public analysis, the goal is not to reverse engineer a private budget. The goal is to learn how award scale, purpose, timing, and work plan fit together. For applicants, the practical lesson is straightforward. Your budget narrative should make costs feel like consequences of the activities. The scale should make sense for the period. Partner roles should match the work. Data and reporting should have real capacity behind them. Match, indirect cost, or restricted cost issues should be explained against the official terms, not left for the reviewer to guess. The bottom line is this. Public award records can make you a sharper grant writer when you read them with care. Look for scale, timing, program area, transaction history, and cost family clues. Then stop before you claim more than the record shows. This is the grant briefing. Find the funds, read the winners, and write stronger grants.